Come on, let the man talk.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the LA.TAYE Podcast. This podcast will be discussing everything from pop culture, pain, trauma, sex, celebrity news, and gossip, and everything underneath the freaking sun. The purpose of this podcast is to bring you things that you've never heard or ever seen in a different light. So let's just jump into it. This is a disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the speakers, commentaries, experts, and or hosts. They do not explicit or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcast. So enjoy the show and let me know what you think.
Going on, I don't want no smoke with nobody.
Hey everyone, this is Levante, aka LA.TAYE, and I want to welcome you all to my first episode, LA.TAYE Podcast. First episode will be about spiritual growth, or growth in spiritual, however you want to put it. It's, basically just growing in your spirit. I have a special guest, a good friend of mine, a right-hand man. He's always there when I need him. This is like my good friend. I want to welcome y'all, my friend, my homie, everybody's DJ, the People's DJ, aka DJ Frost.
You're as cold as ice.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'm glad you can be here and make an appearance on my show.
Anytime you need me, just let me know what the topic is going to be, and I'm going to bring it.
All right, now. All right, we're going to get into it, all right?
All right.
All right. Our topic for today is called growth in spirit.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Okay. Growth in spirit is something that, a lot of us are dealing with on a daily basis. Some of the things we are dealing with people, friends, family, even spiritual growth for yourself. Mm-hmm. Things that are happening in the world, we go through so many things and we don't understand why things are happening to us. And sometimes we have to remove ourselves from certain people and situations to find spiritual growth and find things to, entice our life to be a little bit better.
Right.
Sometimes we are just going through a lot, as human beings that we just can't even imagine. Spiritual growth, what it looks like for me is things that are, like I said, friends. Sometimes we could be there for other people and be there for other people's needs, but not be there for our own needs. And that's where we get kind of stuck when it comes to trying to grow and, discover ourselves. What is your insight on spiritual growth for yourself?
Spiritual growth for me is knowing that every day the higher power blows life in my body. I have the power to do something and talk to somebody and meet somebody I didn't meet yesterday. And if I stayed in the house and chilled yesterday because it was too hot or it was too rainy, then I missed out on where I need to be. Or even if I didn't go out. My whole thing is, let's just say you was in the house yesterday. Mm-hmm. You ain't do nothing. You just chilled out to the max. You didn't make no phone calls. You didn't do nothing to push your brand further and further than you did yesterday.
Okay.
So now when you go out tomorrow, you got to work double hard. You got to make up for yesterday and you got to push forward and catch up on today. Now, when it was 80 degrees outside yesterday, how many people actually went out and made those connections with those people, with people they might need to know? Oh, it's too hot outside. I ain't going outside. People quick to complain about stuff, but they're not, I need to get with, I need to find some, if you would have got your ass out the house
and do something.
That right there. I live by this. When the sun is out, I'm all about that action. I want to be a part. I want to be out there in the mix doing something positive. When it's raining or it's cloudy, you kind of like you on chill.
You on chill mode.
Even though I'm binge watching, shameless plug, and I don't own no movies or nothing. I'm not getting paid for it. But if I'm watching all the Queen's Men,
I was just about to say that because that's the show you always talk about, Frost.
That's the show for real. For me. I mean, somebody else, it could be whatever. Mm-hmm. But if I'm binge watching and catching up on that, I need to be able to balance my time. I'm going to give a couple of hours to this, and I know it'd be hard because when I get in there, I'm like, dang, where the chips at? Where that popcorn at? Mm-hmm. This is good. I'm going to watch one more episode. The sun came up and went down and getting ready to come up again, and you were still watching it. And then at the same time, that's how we roll. Sometimes we get depressed about stuff, or we feel that depression coming on, okay, I ain't going to do nothing today.
Or the next day.
Or the next day.
Or you don't even want to wash, or you don't even wash your butt because sometimes you're so depressed.
I bet I don't. Me, I'm never that. I got too much to do. If I'm not going out the house, I'm still going to wash up if I don't do nothing but take a whole bath. For all those that don't know what a whole bath is, that's just going in the bathroom, hitting the hot spots.
And basically a wash up's in the sink.
Yeah, that part. You ain't literally standing in the sink trying to wash up.
No, you just
Hitting the hot spots and we done.
where you brush your teeth at too, and all the hair and bacteria be in the sink.
Whatever. But
I'm just saying.
what it looks like for me is just that. For every day God gives me, I got to do something. And if I'm not out and you don't see me out, or if I'm not live, it don't mean I'm not doing nothing. I could be at home making them phone calls, at home on Instagram, Facebook, trying to figure out who's an unsigned artist or who's doing this and why do I need to have them on my show. Or I could be editing my podcast, or I could be helping you with whatever you doing.
Like helping me build my brand.
Exactly. So it's just, if you don't do it today, you got to double up tomorrow.
Okay.
Like, take for instance, I didn't do my show last night. Like I said, I went out, didn't know I was going to be going out to dinner, get that food in you. You're like, no, it ain't happening.
You know how we like to eat. I ate yesterday. I took my butt to the Chinese buffet. I was gonna call you, but
and I would have cussed you out. I would have gave you all the business about the little cat and dog. Well, listen.
I had to celebrate.
Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to celebrate life, because when you did, it's over. Game over. What's the sense of practicing for a race and you don't go out to win it? You don't never get comfortable with, I was 53rd. I was 121st. Every year you wanna struggle to get better and better and better and better. Now, to go back to what you were saying, we go through stuff.
We do.
We don't go through stuff. Stop saying that. We are tested.
Okay.
We are tested. The reason why we're tested, because God is tired of having these fake ass friends around him and people selling him out. He had haters and betrayers before we had haters and betrayers. So what make you more special than him? What he's trying to do is figure out who's the bullshit and who's the real motherfucker. The motherfuckers that talk the shit and the people that's about the shit. We just put it on the table. Don't ask for something you ain't really ready for. Like I be telling you, you want to do the whole LA.TAYE experience.
Because it's an experience.
Okay, so are you really ready for that?
Yes, I am. I know I am, because I put in almost 3 or 4 years of, investing in this company that I created.
Sometimes, nowadays, the young people like, I need a break. When I was growing up, it wasn't no break. It wasn't no somebody come get these kids, I need a break. It was you got them kids, them your kids. You raised them. Handle that. You say you a king or you a queen. You ain't just a queen Monday through Friday or a king Monday through Friday. Then on Monday through Friday until 5 o'clock. And then you take it off and you a thought or you a male hoe.
Or you a turn up king, a turn up piece. You a dime piece.
You got to be this each and every day God blow life in your body. It depends on what type of queen or king you going to be.
There's that reference from All the Queen's Men.
It's just life. I play chess. I don't play checkers. You got to know how to move and do what you need to do and make somebody else do something they don't want to do. No disrespect to any of your listeners, but these white people, they got all the money.
They do.
They don't want to give it to you.
Nope.
You just another nigga and you don't know what to do with it. But you got to surprise them. I know what to do with this money. Prime example, when the coronavirus came and shut everything down. People couldn't go out to the clubs on Friday and Saturday. Nope. That's how things like Live Me, that's how things like Biko came about. And it can still happen. I don't care what city you listening to right now. Somebody's got shot at a club. Somebody's got shot at some type of gathering. We all lost. It's just a different city, different name. Same shit. Yeah. So, okay, some people like, I want to still turn up, but I don't want to go through all the bullshit. You could turn up at home. You be the DJ. You on Live Me. They like what you doing. Boom. Put that on the Bluetooth speaker and you're doing your thing. Fry up them JoJo's, fry up that fish, fry up that chicken, whatever you frying up. Go in there, take you a shower, put you on some clothes, go get you a bottle, whatever you drink. I don't know.
A fifth, Parmesan.
Parmesan.
1800, whatever.
Roll, Crown Roll.
Whatever.
Yeah. Or you don't partake in that. You drinking some Welch's sparkling grape.
Yeah. I'll go to Sam's Club in a heartbeat and get some of that Welch's juice.
Yeah. So the whole thing is quit letting the other motherfuckers dictate who the fuck you are. If you ain't shit, you ain't shit. My professor told me there are a few types of people. Those that talk about what's happening, those that make things happen, and those that want to know what's happening. For all y'all that, I'm tired of all these haters. It's just like the song. If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. If people ain't got your name in their mouth, you ain't nothing they talking about. I need people to I need my name to be in everybody's mouth, whether it's negative or positive. I know what's the bullshit and what's the real shit. If I got a piece of candy off the ground and put it in my mouth, then I know everybody's gonna be talking about it. If I didn't know if I didn't do that, what am I getting mad about?
Exactly.
You wasting a whole bunch of. If I can waste energy about what you said and I ain't talked to you in 5-6 months, then I could put that same energy of what you putting out into bettering my podcast, bettering my radio station, this, that, and the third.
Focusing on your craft and putting out
that
what's good things instead of focusing on the negative things in life. Focus on the positive of what's going on and for you to tap into you, and that's where that spiritual growth comes in at.
Now it's not so much tap into you because, like I told you, when you pod this mic up and you go live, whether you on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. When you go live, you got the chance to kill or heal somebody with your words. Somebody could be thinking about taking the last bottle of 100 tablets of AP aspirins. Somebody could have a 30-6 to the bottom of their throat. And they talking about, I'm going to listen to this podcast or I'm going to listen to this show. And if this don't work out, so it's just all about you have the power. Let's stop talking about the bullshit and let's talk about the real shit.
You got the power. You have the gift, like you said. You got it. It's all inside of you. It started from you.
That part.
You can't go out here being negative about somebody else's life and what they're doing. And
listen, no disrespect to you.
No
disrespect to anybody listening. I could care less what the fuck y'all do. I got to worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
That's right.
I'm 53 years old. You are how old?
I'm above age. I'm in my almost my late 30s.
Okay, you's a young teeny bopper. But anyway, it's saying that, respectfully saying, when I ask that, you have more time, or do you?
I have more time than I say I don't have.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. The clock is always ticking. Always. Is it ticking in your favor, or is it ticking as in you got to hurry up? Again, that goes back to, for every day higher power blows life into your body, you need to be moving your brand further and further and further than you did the previous day.
Even if you don't know, there's so many resources out here to move your brand. There's so many opportunities.
Right? Some of it is going to be right in your face. And it's just sitting there looking at you. Now, if you keep on going about, damn, I need a DJ. Damn, I need a radio to get this played on. I need a podcast to get this put on. And it's all right there in your face.
Yep.
And if you don't use it, then you squandered an opportunity.
Exactly.
Just like you in a snow pile and you just steady spinning your wheels.
Over and over again.
Wasting gas.
Burning it, yeah.
Now, there's people, and this goes for everything. There's people that get into stuff, and I call them the young and the restless type people. You see, let's just say you might have called an episode of Young and the Restless. This person just got out of this. They ain't even breathed yet. They ain't even exhaled good enough yet. And they into this. Like, dang, you just got out of that.
And what do you mean, like, in and out of a relationship? Like, are you talking about, like,
whether it's spiritual? People say, oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. I appreciate you putting me in that realm. Everybody ain't your friend.
And that is true. That is true.
A lot of people don't give a fuck what you going through.
They don't.
Can you call one of your people up at 3:00 in the morning and have a heart-to-heart with them because you going through something? We ain't saying no names, but you can count on one hand, 5 feet, whatever, of who you could call on and who you can't. So in saying that, people use that word, I love you, and friendship so fucking loosely.
Oh, yeah.
That's my friend. That's my friend. That nigga ain't sat down at the table when you had peanut butter and jelly and you had candlelight.
Let's talk about it. I'm just saying, DJ Frost.
This motherfucker, everybody cool with you when you got shit.
Oh yeah, when you got the money, the car,
right?
And your life like it's all together, and it puts, like, people think you're put together. Are they there when you got the excitement going on? But when you in those low dump times, that's when okay, all right, I'll holler at you when you doing better.
can go out and ride and kick it.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, I need your help now.
Now.
I'm fucked up right now.
I'm going through a lot now.
Okay, but at the same time, sometimes you expect family and them so-called friends to be there for you. Mm-hmm. You know, back in the day when I was growing up, we had the phone where you could dial a wrong number, somebody would answer and be like, no, but who you looking for? Or how can I help you? Mm-hmm. Now you don't get that no more.
No, you get you got the wrong number.
And there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Find out.
Yeah.
So, you know, in saying that, you know, it's just all about, sometimes it's a stranger that can come through in a clutch. You know, how about this? And I know your listeners can probably attest to this as well. You have a conversation with God. You finally sit your motherfucking ass down, shut off the TV, shut off everything, and you sit in that silence. First, before I say that, a lot of people say silence is loud.
It is.
People find it hard just to go home and sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up.
And be quiet. And be still.
That part.
You know, they say in the Bible, you know, be still and know who God is. For reference, like last night, after my busy schedule, you know, going from this place, going from school, going to my internship and everything that's been going on in my life, the crazy, the up and down.
Congratulations on that internship.
Thank you.
But let's remember this. Before you left, you told me, you said, I already got this. I'm just going to get it. Mm-hmm. And I forgot to tell you that when you said you got it.
Yes.
So, you know, you already had it in the bag. You already prayed on it. Mm-hmm. Now let's go get it.
Let's go get it.
And that's how you look at the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. God say, pray to me. Mm-hmm. Let me handle it. Get out the way. Yep. I got this. Mm-hmm. When he say, I got this, I got this. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. Quit asking him for it.
Yep.
You ask him. Hey, God, I need help.
God, I need you.
But don't let it be, God, I need you when you going through some shit. Let it be, God, I thank you for allowing me to see another day. You know, it kills me how I look on Facebook, Instagram, or I talk to somebody, I got up this morning. No, dumb.
No, you got to by his grace.
The grace of God.
Yes,
He woke you up. If he don't blow that life into your body, you just another dead motherfucker. Mm-hmm. R.I.P. You could be healthy as shit and don't wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm. You could be paralyzed.
He died of natural causes. Now, that means he didn't have nothing wrong with him. She didn't have nothing wrong with him. They didn't have heart failure, cancer, or AIDS, or syphilis, gonorrhea, whatever. They just didn't catch their breath. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to be given to you, and it's so quick to be taken away from you. Mm-hmm. So you got to value. I'm not saying every minute. I'm just saying be thankful for what you have. Because a blink of the eye, what was given to you can be snatched away.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
I like your car. I like the color of it. I had a chance of riding in that joint. I'm just like, this is that shit.
It's that peanut butter. That's what got him.
It's the peanut butter.
It's that peanut butter.
It was. And then to see the little thin light going across of it, I'm like, shit. Mm-hmm. Now I catch the Dakota bus. So if I sit in the car, I'm just like, oh wow. Oh, your butt getting warm? I got the heat, the seat warmer. I'm like, what? But if you said it, yeah. Now that it was getting kind of warm. I know it didn't fart.
Yeah, it does the bells and whistles. It does everything. You know, and that's the thing is sometimes like when we have these blessings, we
take it for granted.
We take it so for granted because it's like we're blessed to have it, but it's like when the next person who don't have it, they see it, person's life, and see how blessed they really are.
And they think you balling out of control. Mm-hmm. You might be struggling.
Yeah, you struggling, but it's like they see it a different way than you see it, and it's like the person who has the blessing, they're like, it's all right.
This little, I'm about to trade this in and get knocked. What's wrong with this?
Yeah,
it's a couple of years old,
and that's and those things you have to be grateful for the small blessings. You know,
and I don't look at it as a small blessing.
It's a big, it's a big blessing.
It's just like I tell people, you know, somebody talking to you and they talking about, I heard your little podcast. You're not being conceited or nothing. Nothing I do is little. You know, during coronavirus, that was the restart for everybody.
Everybody. Most definitely. I 100% agree.
Everybody got that restart.
Yeah.
Everybody got that money. However you got it. Legally or illegally, you lied to the people, whatever, you got it.
You got it somehow.
What the fuck did you do with it? Why you ain't got shit to show for it now? Everybody talking about, I'm tired of going to work. I'm tired of working for the man. Well, motherfucker, when you gonna be the man? When you gonna be the girl? And then when that hit everybody, God said, all right, reset right now. Bam.
Reset, yeah. And this was that reset that everybody needed. And if you used it in a good way, or
Then it shows.
it showed. But
If you didn't use it, wasn't shit open. So what did you spend your money on? What's in your wallet? You should be stacking your dough. All you did was, you got drunk the whole coronavirus. Stupid motherfucker.
And these stimulus checks that people got, they didn't. Some people used it wisely. Some people didn't use it. They used it.
Some people didn't get stimulated. Some people had child support. So that stimulation. But I ain't mad though, because if that gets that bill off my back, okay, I could have used that money, but it got that off my back. I ain't got to worry about going to jail no more. So okay, it's the gift and the curse.
I've seen a family usually when they got their stimulus check. I seen it like on a reel or Instagram or TikTok video, and it was a family that they got their stimulus check and they combined it all together and they bought a house.
That's what I'm talking about.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, use what God is giving you, a small token, a big token, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's not say small. Take that word small out of equation. Taking that big blessing and turning it into something profitable or better for yourself.
Yeah.
For me.
You got a house, that means you own it. Can't nobody kick you out of it.
Nobody.
And that's my thing. And I'm going to put this question out to everybody that's listening. Whenever you listen, just remember this. What do you want your legacy to be? That's what for every day God blow life into your body, Allah, Buddha, whoever you claim, okay, and that's just being respectful. Everybody have different religions. That's what makes us all unique. All of us have a brain of our own. You think different than I think. You might agree with some of the things I say. You might not agree with some of the things I say. Okay, cool. Sometimes it's the deliverance. On this podcast, I've been very colorful in my words.
You're listening to the LA.TAYE Podcast. We'll be right back after these messages of part 2 of Growth in Spirit.
Thank you for listening to the LA.TAYE Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please drop down a like, a comment, or a thumbs up. We appreciate. This podcast is powered by the LA.TAYE Experience LLC. There will be a new episode every Friday at 1 p.m. I am your host, LA.TAYE 95, and I'll see you at the next appointed time. See ya!